So referring to the Banzenshukai, right? Fujibayashi states that Shinobi no Jutsu, it consists of Yo-jutsu and In-jutsu. So clearly he's talking about Yonin and Innin, right? So Yonin-jutsu, Innin-jutsu, that sort of thing, right? So light ninjutsu and dark ninjutsu, right? On that note, right, you guys understand the basics of this principle already. You guys understand that Innin is dark ninjutsu, meaning that you're performing espionage or ninjutsu out of the vision of your target. Yonin, right, or Yonin-jutsu is you're performing espionage in the vision of your target, right? So I know a lot of people like to really bitch about the Shinobi Shizoke and the black outfit and the black mask and all this kind of stuff, and we're going to talk about that some other time. I don't really want to talk about that tonight. That might be something we could tackle during a stealth camp, you know what I mean? But in all reality, the Innin is the ones that are dressed in black, they're hiding in the shadows, you don't see them, they're in the attic, they're the ones that stab you with a spear when you're walking by a bush type of thing. Like you have no idea that they're there, and they kill you, right? That's kind of thing. And the reason we use the Innin with assassins, because even Fujibayashi states in the Banzenshukai that one of the reasons why you use kunoichi, or women ninja, is because sometimes the target is someone of a higher stature, right? And they're inside a residence, and you don't know the floor layout, so you send in a kunoichi, right, to kind of get that, because he states in there because an Innin just can't go in and kill him. So you need a kunoichi to get the floor plans, get the details, and then get you in. You catch what I'm saying? So with that being said, it's kind of understood that Innin is kind of like the lower level ninja, and the Yonin is like an upper level ninja. And it just takes more skill to walk around in public and be seen and all that sort of stuff than it does dressing in black and hiding behind a bush with a spear. You know what I'm saying? So, but the basic idea of Innin, dark ninjutsu, dressing in black, hiding in the shadows, or being completely camouflaged and performing espionage out of the vision. Yonin, out in the public, performing espionage in the vision of the target. So there's also the concept of In-yo no ho, or In-yo-jutsu, right? So In-yo no ho is that going from light to dark, light to dark. So there are times where maybe you dress up as a specific idea, right? You're a commoner, or a samurai, or a merchant, or a doctor, or whatever, and you're walking around the public, but then that gets you access in a house. At that point, you perform Innin-jutsu, or dark ninjutsu. You stay completely out of everyone's vision so you can take care of the target or the mission that you're on, and then you go back to doing Yonin, still in disguise, but you're in the vision of other people, right? Or that goes vice versa. Does catch what I'm saying with that? Mm-hmm. So with these basic principles, and this idea of doing things in and out of the shadows, and being in front of people when you do this, and in the shadows of when you do this, what do you guys feel? How do you feel like that can be a legitimate Gendai Henko Waza, right? A modern variation of this, not from a military perspective, but how you guys use it in your own personal life, how you would do that individually. There are a lot of people that have a fake-ass Facebook page and YouTube channel and, right, Twitter page, and it's not really them, it's a bot, it's a fake account, it's not really the star that they say they are. So that in itself, right, if they believe that person, who maybe some people are being catfished or something, right, that in itself, it's a Yonin, right, but Innin on the back, that's where you get that In-yo no ho, because it's something visual, but you're not seeing the truth. Do you catch what I'm saying? So that's where you get that. You're not going from one to the other. You're utilizing both. You're doing something that's public, but you don't have the true image of what it is that you think you see. They're still very secretive. You don't know who it is, like anonymous, right? That sort of thing. You catch what I'm saying? Also, like government hacking. People hack people's PayPal accounts and Facebook pages and things like that. That's a way of doing Innin. You don't know who it is. It's someone on the other side of the world, and that's an easy way of doing Innin, right? Or Yonin would be someone that walks in and gathers all the information, and you think they're a good student, but they're giving all your every conversation that you're doing and all this to the individual that's talking shit about you. You know what I mean? And that sort of thing is the idea of a Yonin, right? So the reality of it is, regardless of how you utilize it, whether you're using it from a self-defense perspective, you've got, or you're doing it from a survival perspective, or maybe you're trying to buy things to put in an out backyard bunker or something, you know, for the apocalypse, you know, who knows, and you're trying to do something like that. The reality of it is, all of us are human, and we all have to interact with people. It's how much do you interact with them, what do you show them, how do you show them, and what part of the character are you going to be when you show them, right? You don't need to trust everybody, you know, because that doesn't necessarily mean everyone's going to show that back. As a martial art instructor, I think there are certain people and certain professions that get walked on easier than others. You know, I think someone that's a preacher or a minister or a rabbi or someone working in a religion, it's very easy for them to be taken advantage of, or vice versa, they would take advantage of someone because they're in a very, it's based on trust, right? Same thing, martial arts. You know, it's easy for me. I gotta let people in so I can teach them. Well, they're gonna come in and do. Some people are gonna come in and do bad things, right? You know, and it's very easy for that. So you can't escape it. It's understanding them. Understanding the concepts of Innin and Yonin and utilizing those principles correctly and efficiently in the situation that you need them. And there are times where you need to be in the light, in the vision of everyone, but they don't need to know your true intentions. And there are some times where you just need to do something and you need to handle shit and no one needs to see you when you're doing it. Right? But those concepts have to be understood and planned out, or you will fail.